Hi there, my name is Mike Smith, owner of GMH Get More Hair, safe, affordable hair transplants for everyone. And in this video, we're going to be helping you to get the very maximum results post-op from your hair transplant. So, you've had a hair transplant, you've invested time, you've invested money, you've invested your emotions, you've been on a roller coaster, you've had it done, and now you've got all these tiny little hair follicles implanted in your head. What is the best way for you to get the best results? So first of all, what we would recommend is a very simple instruction, and that is to follow the instructions. We will give you instructions after your surgery, and we would say to you this: they're there for your guidance. The better result that you have, the better it is for you, the better it is for us, because we get to show off your fantastic results and everyone's happy. We've wrote these instructions to help you get the most out of your hair transplant, and we would ask you, please read through them very, very, very carefully. So moving on from the instructions, what would you be doing after you've had a hair transplant to make sure you get the best results? Well, we do know that some guys can try and sabotage their results unbeknownst to them, okay? Perhaps they think they're doing the right thing, or they assume they're doing the right thing, and they're just, well, you know. What I would say to you is this: when in doubt, call us up. Speak to us, speak to the company, and they will tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Don't just go by what you read off the internet, or what your friend tells you, or what you heard somewhere, somehow. You want to stick to the instructions that we give you. So after you've had surgery, you're going to want to not touch your head. This is a very big one for me. Your fingers and your hands are full of bacteria. Although they look clean, they are full of bacteria, and you are going to be touching your head and putting that bacteria onto your head every time you touch it, on the donor area, on the recipient area. And we would say, don't touch your head unless you are washing your hair. A nice easy one, right? It's not too hard to remember. So when you get back to the hotel or wherever you are in your first 2 weeks, we're going to ask you that you make sure you use a pillow and the neck pillow provided when you are going to bed. You're going to need to sleep directly on your back. Again, don't sleep on your front, don't sleep on your side, don't sleep up in a chair, don't do this. Just use a pillow, neck pillow, sleep on your back, nice and easy. Don't put your head under any shower pressure. Nice and easy, right? These are easy, simple instructions. As a rule, we tell all of our guys, keep your head above your heart with no unnecessary bending. So you don't want to be bending over. And when we're talking about bending over and putting yourself into certain situations, another good tip is this: understand that when you've had surgery, your head's going to be so numb, you are going to lose all perspective in terms of your spatial awareness. So when you go through doors, when you sit in a car, just make sure that you're being extra careful. You don't want to bang your head in any way, shape or form. So far so good. You've had your surgery, you're following all the rules, you're doing everything we're asking you to do. What do you do in terms of keeping your head clean? Well, you're going to have to do the hair wash. Now the hair wash, we're going to go through that in a separate video, but when you've had surgery with us, we're going to provide you with a link to a video showing you how to do it. We're going to send you instructions, and of course, me and my team have got all the support you need, and we're just at the end of a phone should you need us. But you've got to make sure that you're doing the hair wash correctly and you're doing it exactly how we tell you to do it, okay? Because if you've put your trust in us to do your hair, and you've had this life-changing surgery, then you need to continue to put your trust in us, and what we're telling you is the right thing. So after surgery, and you've done your hair washes, you need to get rid of all the dead skin and all the scabs off your head. These need to be coming off from the 8th hair wash going forwards, okay? As soon as you hit that 8th hair wash, we want you gently massaging them off. Don't try and get them all off in one go, because you'll just make your head sore, okay? Do it over a course of days, but stay in contact with us and we'll help you get them all off. And once they're all off, that's it. You're more or less out of the woods. Now, there are certain things that you're going to have to do. So, for example, you want to avoid extreme heat. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about things like the oven. If you open the oven, you may not notice it, but when you've had a hair transplant, you'll notice it. The heat will come up and it will really hit your head, and you'll know straight away that's not a great thing. So I would say stay away from anything like that, or the hob. When we talk about heat as well, we talk about the sun. Now, normal daytime sun is okay. On a very hot day, or when it starts to get hot, we would ask you to wear a cap, because your head's still going to be numb, and so you're going to get sunburnt without knowing it. So we really want you to make sure you protect your head from the hot sun and any kind of extreme heat. No shower pressure on your head. Okay, we don't want any kind of pressurized water on your head in the first 2 weeks. Once the scabs are off, you can go back to having a shower, and that's absolutely fine. You can have a bath. Now, when it comes to swimming, we would ask that you can swim, but don't put your head under the water for the first month. And this is simply because the water is full of chlorine and chemicals, and you don't want your head under the water. So far so good. You've looked after yourself. You've done everything we've asked you to do. In terms of exercise, guys, we tell our guys no exercising for 3 weeks. If you can do it, for 4 weeks. Okay, and this is because we really want you to make sure you keep your blood pressure low and just keep yourself relaxed. When we talk about keeping yourself relaxed and keeping your blood pressure low, we're talking about keeping yourself healthy. And so if you're a smoker, we'd ask that you smoke less. If you're a drinker, perhaps not drink as much. And in general, take care of yourself, because you've had an actual transplant. Each hair follicle is an individual organ, and you've had thousands of them transplanted. Now, if you was going to have, say, a new kidney or a new liver or whatever, you'd be on a great eating regime, you'd be looking after yourself, and we'll ask you the same. Take care of yourself. Take care of that investment that you've made in yourself, and don't do anything crazy. Okay? Moving on, finally, what do we recommend to get the most out of your hair transplant? Well, there's a lot of stuff out there, lotions and potions and, whatnots, and you hear it on the internet, right? We would say take a very good multivitamin to support your body. You need to support your body so your body can support your new hair follicles. We, of course, sell a fantastic multivitamin complex, and we recommend that you obviously use our multivitamin complex because it's full of natural DHT blockers. And when we talk of DHT blockers, of course, there is finasteride, which is also known as Propecia or Proscar. Speak to your GP, but it is the most effective solution in terms of helping a man combat male pattern baldness. So it's very worthwhile speaking to your doctor, because the idea is you basically want to have a hair transplant and then keep as much as your original hair as possible. Them two combined with a great diet, with a great regime in terms of your vitamins and your supplements, you should be in for a great result. Well, I hope you found this video useful. Please like, share and subscribe. And as always, please remember, just get more hair.